Time to kick it now. My man, James Loney, the former Dodger, he's in studio to talk about those Dodgers. And James, of course, it would have been nice if the Dodgers would have won at Chavez Ravine to wrap up their 7th straight division title. But they got the job done this past Tuesday night in Baltimore. And, of course, winning that 7th straight title, the Blue Crew, well, they have the 3rd longest streak now in baseball since 1969 when it comes to winning these division titles. The Braves won 14 straight division titles from 91 through 2005. But you know what? They're all special, right?
Yeah, I mean, just to be a part of those when I was there, it never gets old. Those guys want to keep winning as much as they can. Even now, you know, even though they've clinched, they're going to keep going for it. And I know the big thing with the pitching, you know, a lot of guys talk about the bullpen, but I like it right now.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now. Once again, the 7th straight division title, trying to get back to the World Series for a 3rd straight year. They got a good team. That could be a good team. Yeah. Good thing sometimes be a bad thing because you might have too much talent. Who's going to make that 25-man roster? Of course, you look at the board right now, you know, Bellinger's going to make it, Turner, Seager. But as far as the pitchers are concerned, the usual suspects, you know, Kershaw, Ryu, Buehler's going to be out there. What about Rich Hill? Of course, he left Thursday's game in Baltimore with an MCL strain in his left knee. This is right after he came off the IL. So what do you see when you see Rich Hill? If he's healthy, does he make this postseason roster as in the rotation?
Yeah, I think so. I think if he's healthy, I mean, that's a guy, he's got that funky delivery, got those arm angles. Even if he's not a starter, you know, he can be one of those guys that can come out of the bullpen, face lefties. He's tough on lefties. You know, I faced him before, and, you know, he's got that big, slow curveball. Deceptive fastball, looks a lot faster, so I think he's definitely going to be on the playoff roster if he's healthy.
If he's healthy, but not in the rotation. He's coming out of the bullpen for you?
I think so. You know, you don't want to overdo it with him. You know, he's 40 now, and you got Ross Stripling, a guy that has pitched well for the Dodgers. So I trust him to go out there at the beginning and see how it goes.
Yeah, they got plenty of pitching, got plenty of hitting. May need a little more help out of that bullpen. Now, James, let's look at who might the Dodgers be facing in the NLDS, in the NL wildcard right now. The Nationals in their big three. Of course, they got a great rotation, good pitching staff. Max Scherzer, Cy Young winner, Steven Strasburg, Patrick Corbin, one of the best rotations in all of baseball. The 3 rank in the top 5 of all NL pitchers. It almost goes without saying that no other team matches that level of consistent excellence from his best pitchers. But how dangerous are the Nats with that rotation against the Dodgers in the NLDS?
Yeah, it's a 3-headed monster with them. You know, all their ERAs are under 3.5. But, you know, if they face the Dodgers, I think in the first round, with L.A. having the home field advantage, it's going to be a little tough with the shadows, especially if they play the TV games around 5 o'clock. So I anticipate low-scoring games early on, and then later on you may see, you know, the runs coming. Even today there was a low-scoring game. I think it was a 5-10 game.
Here's the thing about the Nats. The Nats have never won a postseason series. That means they have never won a wild card series. They've never won an NLDS. But you do not want to see this Nats team right now. They've been one of the biggest surprises in baseball with that rotation. You'd much rather see a team like the Brewers or the Chicago Cubs against the LA Dodgers, right?
I mean, it's tough in baseball. You say that now, but you know, you never know what could happen in the playoffs. Brewers can get hot. You know, watch out for the Cubs. Nobody's really talking about the Cubs. Everybody's kind of sleeping on them, but they still got a lot of pieces from the World Series. So, you know, I think it's going to be interesting. You know, for me, I want to see the Dodgers-Cubs again just to kind of get that rematch.
Yeah, the Cubs dealing with some injuries right now. Rizzo just went down with an injury. Brewers also dealing with Christian Yelich out for the season, of course, an MVP candidate. Hey, time for a final break, but we can't say goodnight without our final ticks. Saints defensive end Cameron Jordan has another beef with the officials after another controversial call for the 2nd year in a row. Stick around for that. It's coming up next.